This college football playoff and bowl game picks edition of the Sports Gambling Podcast is brought to you by Underdog. Underdog's hooking up new customers. Play just $5 and get $75 in bonus funds when you sign up with the code SGPN.
This is Jerry Glanville, and you're listening to SGPN. Let it ride, brother.
He's one of those guys who will get penetration.
Over.
It's a baby fucking wheel, man. San Diego Superchargers.
Now go home and get your fucking shine box.
Ooh, welcome everyone to the Sports Gambling Podcast. I'm Sean, Stag of the Money Green, with my partner in picks, Ryan, Real Money Kramer. What's happening, Cram?
Dog.
Oh, free at last, Sean. I'm back.
Free at last.
Back in LA.
Oh, you were in Vegas, Ryan?
I was
very Vegas Christmas.
But it's Vegas with the family.
Oh, okay. So not as
You know I'm a degenerate.
It's not the same. You know what I'm talking about.
What, your daughters didn't want to play craps and go to Saginaw and grind first touchdowns?
I did actually get my wife to throw the dice.
Okay, how'd that
go? The craps table. My God, dude. It was one of those times, as we've talked about, play the pass line, max odds, and then 2 come bets.
Yep.
So we're fully loaded. She then proceeds to rip off the number 8 and the number 5, like 10 times in a row. We're not on them.
Oh no,
we're not on them.
No.
There's hard 8s happening. A parlayed hard 8 would have gotten to the 3rd rung.
Oh man,
of the ladder. So it didn't turn out all that great. But got the kids involved in some sports gambling. As I discussed on the recap show, I did have my kids and the entire section in on the idea of Daniel Bellinger scoring a touchdown. So yeah, it was good. But yeah, it's not the same when you do. Here's the problem: you end up having to sneak off to do the normal stuff. Where when I'm there by myself, there's no sneaking.
Yes,
I just have to act like I'm going to do something with you. What's fun is when I pretend like I'm going to do something between the hours of 4 p.m. and 5:30 p.m. That's nap time. That's nap time.
Joining us on the line from the college experience, Colby Dant, aka Pick Dundee. Colby, what's happening?
Good eye, mate. How are you?
That's not a pick. This is a pick. Hey, shout out to us. Struggled maybe in the original part of the bowls, but went on a nice bowl heater, 8-1 with our locks, including the Army triple lock. My UTSA got home, Georgia Tech, SDSU, San Diego State with a beautiful all-time backdoor. That was a great cover.
How about ECU with 10 starters out?
Yes,
sticking it to Pitt.
I mean,
a quarterback that had never started a game, running backs that had never started a game, receivers that had never started a game, and we still beat these little ACC bitches.
Narduzzi just sucks in bowl games. It's great. They were like what was it, like two something on the money line?
Yeah,
280.
Yeah, dude. I actually think it was worse because more ECU players ended up opting out. So I think you could have got 4 something by the time that thing kicked.
Yeah. So good times. We got a bunch of bowl games to rip through, and then some real college football playoff matchups. Kramer, what do we got?
Well, and also that if you didn't watch that UTSA game live, Cousin Mush was on UTSA.
Okay.
And I bumped into Cousin Mush about, I'd say 2 scores into the game when UTSA was down 14-0. And the idea, like, very close to ripping up the ticket, like the whole 9.
Meanwhile, they won by 37.
And the way that thing turned around. So
dare to dream.
All right. Yep. Shout out to the Bulls. They mean something to somebody. Wouldn't that be a funny twist if the Illuminati was lost their power because college football finally said no more bowl games?
Some
talk.
of the bowl games were fire, dude. The
I
Hawaii
agree.
game was absolute fire.
But you know what? You know what makes a
someone
fire
who was
game?
on Cal, it wasn't. But yes, no, it was a great game, and the way it ended was wild.
It's crazy too. The makeup of one of these great bowl games. What it involves is two teams trying to win the football game. Colby, it's this real novel idea. You get together, you play a competition where there is a score, and you using your best players going against their best players, just like back in the day when each city would pick a fighter and they would just fight to the death. And if your guy died, I guess you're bending over for the rest of your life. Coastal Carolina, Louisiana Tech, the Independence Bowl this year brought to us by Radiance Technologies. I mean, come on. Can we do a little bit better with the logo? This is not one of the classic logos that Colby has raved about.
Classic bowl game though.
It is a classic bowl game.
Yeah.
We're down in Shreveport. Obviously that gives a slight bump maybe to one team versus the other. I feel like any sort of attempt to do home team handicapping in these things has you think you're right, and then something happens, and the next time you have a situation, it's just completely wrong. What are we doing here, Colby? Spreads to 9.5 for Louisiana Tech, the quote unquote home team, and then 280 for Coastal Carolina. 51.5 is the total.
I feel like the bowl games we've struggled with most have been the ones with coaches out. Right? I mean, for the most part. I mean, I know we nailed Army against UConn. UConn's coaching staff gone, their players out, but it is hard to get a read on some of these teams. But this is one where I'm going to continue to jump in. I think I see an edge. Jeremiah Johnson, not to be confused with the Redford Western in the 70s, is the interim head coach at Coastal Carolina. He's a very good defensive coordinator, and he was at Louisiana Tech last year where we had a top 10 defense in the nation. So I feel like he's going to know how these bastards play. So I will take the points. Never seen him be a head coach ever before, but I'm taking the points. I know they got some opt-outs or some injuries, whatever you want to say, like opt-outs and injuries, I think, but Louisiana Tech's offense is fucking trash, guys. Like, I mean, what are they? 107. They run the air raid and they're 117th in pass. What?
That's not good.
Because you know why? Because you guys went and saw Sonny Cumby play in the arena. The arena. He's
Cumby,
the head coach of La Tech. He's former Mike Leach quarterback. I just don't think they can move the ball offensively that well. They're 85th in total offense. So I will take the points in Coastal, even though La Tech should have the crowd.
I'm going Louisiana Tech. I feel like these big favorites have been, with the exception of Pittsburgh, I feel like the big favorites have just been destroying teams. With the exception of ECU and the upset, all these double digit favorites have just been cruising. I see your case, Colby, but I'll take Louisiana Tech laying the big number. Kramer, what are you doing?
I would say that so far my thesis is on the coaching and location based handicapping. I've been wrong so far. So give me Coastal Carolina. That would have had me laying the points with La Tech, but now I'm gonna fade my own process. Give me Coastal.
Okay, you're fading your own process. Well, I like that.
Pretty much all of the games where I've handicapped based on a coaching staff, like Colby mentioned, and or a location. I mean, the Mormons, we got kicked in the nuts by a hook. How does BYU live?
That should have hit.
How does BYU not cover in Mormon country?
Georgia Tech was a smash. You guys are crazy.
Well, I'm just pointing out that was a location based handicap.
I was on. Wait. On what did we get a number here? Did I get
4.5?
Oh,
Georgia Tech.
Yeah, I got 3.5 in real life. Okay. Yeah.
What do you mean real? This isn't real life.
Play the sharp sound effect.
My ticket did not hit. So
all right, you know what? Give me La Tech. I'm not getting off my process.
Okay.
Colby's making me confident.
Kramer,
you're right.
I know
it was this donkey number that we took on the show, not the real life situation.
Kramer, can you boost our audio a little bit?
Our audio is insanely boosted.
Okay.
Are we still low?
There were some people in the chat who were saying that. No, that's not the case.
Like on our side, we're borderline peaking. So I will see. Maybe they'll continue to fuck with me. Another game on the 30th, aka Tuesday, 2:30 p.m. on the West Coast. Nashville, Tennessee plays host to Tennessee and Illinois. Another location-based handicap. Colby brought out the Goatsy Illinois logo, which I'm sure the volunteer would love to sniff. -3.5 for Tennessee, -165 on the money line. The Fighting Illini +140, 61.5 is the total. I'm torn in the Music City Bowl because, one, Colby, is this where is this being played?
The Nissan.
Oh, not. I was going to say I was looking for the Liberty Bowl. I didn't see. I'm torn. This is location based handicap on one side. On the other side, it's Brett Bielema, who I love to bet on.
I do think this is one of the harder ones because this will be a very pro Tennessee crowd, obviously, because they all live in Nashville. But Bielema does like to stick it to these SEC teams. He's talked a lot of shit about him. And remember that he stuck it to South Carolina last year. But man, I just feel like it's a little different. I think where they play South Carolina, like Florida. This is going to be such a Tennessee crowd. I'll take the Vols. I know they fired their DC Tim Banks. He's now at Auburn. And then a couple of their guys hit the portal, but I tend to think the home crowd. This is like one of the ones where it's like legit home crowd for a bowl game.
Oh yeah, they're going to be going nuts.
Yeah. I'll take the Vols.
Yeah, no, Tennessee rolls here. Lay the 3.5. Their offense is awesome, and yeah, I mean Illinois' defense is all right, but I don't know. I think Tennessee should be able to move the ball against them, and I will take the home team here, laying the 3.5. Kramer,
so Colby, you think the Tennessee fans like this was their goal for the season to be at home in the Music City Bowl?
Tennessee fans are like, you can say what you want about a lot of their school shit, but they show up, man, and it doesn't matter. It could be fucking softball. They show up. I think they will pack this place, and knowing that they get a Big Ten foe coming in there, I think they'll be ready for it.
Give me Brent Bielema.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, come on.
Joe Judge coaching trick. Yeah. When in doubt, Kramer leans into that.
Joe Judge was pretty integral in developing the great Jackson Dart. So come full circle on that situation. USC, TCU, and I believe we're still on Tuesday now, 6 p.m. on the West Coast. We're in San Antonio for the Alamo Bowl. Pretty solid matchup here. We got the Trojans and a Horned Frog. USC laying 6.5, -250 on the money line. TCU +210, 55.5 is the total.
Yeah. So obviously this is the first game since Lincoln Riley and USC
opted out.
Notre Dame. Yeah. But Josh Hoover, TCU's stud quarterback, is not playing. And Makai Lemon, one of the better wideouts in the country for USC, not playing. Bitches. But I tend to. This is interesting because they're former. This is kind of. There's kind of a cool storyline to this because they're both on Mike Leach's staff at Texas Tech, Lincoln Riley and Sonny Dykes. So they're going to be running a lot of the same shit. I just think USC is a better team this year, especially without Hoover for TCU, who's their best player. You got to take the Trojan men. So give me the Trojans there minus the points.
Trojan men. I'm going against you. Give me TCU in Texas. USC, I don't know what their record in bowl games are, but they fancy themselves a playoff team. I think teams like them who got shut out of the playoff or were close, who a lot of whining. I mean, Lincoln Riley was bitching about having to go to what was that game in like the Central Time Zone? I don't know. He was bitching all season
Purdue,
about travel.
Like Purdue or something.
Yeah. It was Purdue. That's what
he's not gonna get this team up for a bowl game against TCU in San Antonio.
All these like how many bitches are on like what when I just think about all these players. I will not play football. You are alive a certain point of your life where you can actually play the game of football, and you're just going to say no because you're going to get injured. You have a better chance of getting fucking injured taking a shit. You know what I mean? Like this is ridiculous. Fucking such bitch ass culture. Yeah. USC rolls though. They're the better team this year.
A shitting injury would be pretty.
I mean, you get the wrong diet
Elvis
going.
died taking a shit. Huh?
Who'd you say?
People that died
Elvis.
taking a shit.
Oh, Elvis. Yeah. Well, this wasn't a health nut. Those fried peanut butter and jelly sandwiches and pills. Probably not a great combo.
Are we sure he died on the shitter, or is that just like a graceful way to let him go out?
Oh, also, I mean, he probably died jerking off, and they're like, "Oh, we can't talk. We gotta class this up."
One of those David Carradine.
He had a belt around his neck or something. I'm taking TCU in the points. I just don't think USC cares at all.
Well, I would point out that since Lincoln Riley has this was his 3rd season or 4th season, Colby.
I think it's his.
I think it's 4th, right?
4th. Yeah. Because
so
he was in the Pac-12 for
put
a
up
couple years, right?
put up 45 points in the Cotton Bowl against Tulane. Put up 42 points against Louisville in the Holiday Bowl, and put up 35 points against Texas A&M last year in the Las Vegas Bowl. I think this is the nice time for Lincoln Riley.
Okay.
He gets to show off his offensive stuff. To your point, Colby, they are going to be running a lot of stuff, and they're both going to make each other look good, right? They're buddies. Let's get the score up. Let's score maybe 50 something points each. In the end, USC better team. Give me the Trojans. And Lincoln Riley, I mean, he's kind of like one of these NFL teams we talk about, like the Bengals, Sean. He shows up when it doesn't fucking matter.
Maybe that's the angle. I'm still going TCU.
That's that ECU.
It's too many points.
That's that time at ECU taught him how to.
Oh no, we showed up when it fucking mattered. We had 10 starters out. No one knew anybody, and we went there on a cold ass day in Annapolis, Maryland, and we did our duty. All right, I can't say the same for a lot of these other schools. We showed up. You could tell our football culture. We could see. How about those ECU fans too, showing up all the way to Annapolis, Maryland? That's what I'm talking about.
I mean, that is a long trek.
You wish your Hokies. You wish your fucking Hokies would show up.
Yeah,
like this.
What bowl game are they in?
Yeah. Listen, well, they of course they're not worried about bowl games because they're recruiting the hell out of players. And yeah, I mean, if you didn't have a car and much money, Sean, or it would be difficult to get from North Carolina to Maryland, Iowa, Vanderbilt. I mean, I'm going after ECU fans and Raider fans in the same week. This is a full ride. I'm going to just wait till the Buccaneers hear what I have to say to them this week. Iowa, Vanderbilt. We're in Tampa, Florida on New Year's Eve day, 9 a.m. on Wednesday. Vandy laying 5.5 -210 on the money line. Iowa plus 175. 46.5 is the total. If and this is the Relia Quest Bowl. I mean, God, it can't be that much, Sean. We got to be so close. I mean, this is even like a stock photo they use for the graphic. They didn't put a lot of effort.
That's like clip art. Yeah, do they still do clip art, or did AI put them out of business?
Yeah, clip art's the cooked, right? So is modeling. I mean, models are cooked. AI works a lot better for all industries, I'm told. Colby, all things even here. This
Bobby opting out.
No, but Eli Stowers, their star tight end, is and
pussy.
Well, I don't think Kirk Ferentz has ever been pissed on, and that ain't going to start tomorrow. This defense, I think, will keep Pavia in check. And Pavia is his top target. Eli Stowers opted out, so I'm all over Iowa here. I think Iowa's live on the money line. And look back, man, Iowa is, to me, this is why they should have a large playoff, because I think they would really have a good chance of fucking up a lot of teams. They probably should have beat Indiana had their quarterback not gotten injured in the second half of that game. And remember, they had the lead with a minute and a half left with their backup quarterback, right? And then the Oregon game, I mean, they lose by 2. I mean, talking 3 games where they had the lead all in the final couple minutes, and that's basically their losses that kept them out of the playoffs. I think Iowa's been the better team down the stretch. So give me the Hawkeyes.
Yeah, I don't know. Kirk Ferentz though, not awesome in bowl games. And Kramer, do we still have that sound effect kicking around? Because I don't want any part of a fired up Pavia who was denied the Heisman, and then you got all these Joe Blows talking smack on him, saying they regretted voting for him.
Reese Davis.
Yeah, come on.
What a fucking clown.
Yeah, this is. I do not want to be going against a motivated.
He regretted voting for him, but he knows he pissed on New Mexico's 50-yard line.
Yeah, I'm emptying the tank. Give me Vandy laying the 5.5. Kramer, what are you doing?
I mean, I'm a little worried about Colby. Colby seems a little emotional with the Ferentz handicap here.
No, normally I would apply,
Pavia.
but a very motivated Pavia.
Both these teams in a larger playoff could do some real damage. Who knows? They could go to the fucking championship. You know what I mean? So
said we had to see JMU and Tulane.
Yeah,
I'm with you, Colby. Should have been Vandy.
they are in their spot too. They are in their spot too. No. But we just need a larger playoff.
Checkmate.
I agree. Kramer,
this is the same sound drop.
It's like a 2-minute sound effect.
Give me Pavia. I think Pavia realizes the brand that he's building. Yeah. And just like Jake Paul, you got to get some good spotlight dubs on the old record. A bowl game win.
Do you guys think
in Tampa?
Up in court, it's up in court right now. He said he's done with college, right? But I think there's a case that we'll know in the next 2 months. Basically throwing out all of your JUCO years. That would mean he could potentially come back, but he's already set up for the record. He's going to the NFL draft.
What's he going to do there?
What?
Yeah.
Seat
warmer?
warmer?
I'm saying. Like, why would you not come back for
come on,
mill?
Dude, you can make a bunch of money. It'd be one thing if the NFL was like dying to draft you, but I don't get the sense unless you want to have like the best punt protector of all time. I don't know what Pavia is going to be doing at the quarterback position. I mean, he's just too small. He's a great college quarterback, but there's no way he can play in the pros.
Is he watching the NFL?
He probably is. He's like, Phillip Rivers is 50. He's probably like, why can't I do this? Right?
I would. I think he should go watch Shador's body of work and then maybe reevaluate. Arizona State, Duke, 11 a.m. on Wednesday, New Year's Eve day. We're in the beautiful Sun Bowl, El Paso, Texas. Colby, I think you forgot your stadium logo. Or is this not being played in the beautiful Sun Bowl?
No, it is. There's only so much room on the.
Brought to you by Hyundai. Yeah. Arizona State catching 3.5 plus 125 on the money line. 49.5 is the total. Did they intentionally get two devils together here in a place that's been called hell on earth, El Paso, Texas?
I'm messing with no devil.
I appreciate the theatrics of this one, Sun Bowl. Well done.
They know what they're doing, man. They always know what they're doing. And this, believe it or not, when you see they played in 2014, that was the first time they ever played. It was this very Sun Bowl matchup. So this is a repeat of that. No devil here. I don't understand why Duke's favored.
Yeah,
I don't. I think Arizona State's been the better football team all year. Brian Parker, the Duke offensive tackle, is opted out. He's like going to be a top 2-round draft pick. Obviously, there's no Sam Levitt for Arizona State, but he's been out for a while. And the quarterback whisperer, Kenny Dillingham, has done a good job with Jeff Sims. So I'll take my chances on Arizona State. I think they could win this. Just play this on the money line.
Yeah, I'm with you.
They're better. Yeah,
I think they're live. I think Duke kind of shot their wad there that last game of the regular season. I think Arizona State's going to care about this, and there's a lot of good momentum for this Arizona State team, and Dillingham and not going anywhere. I think kind of rallies the team.
And Venezia's pizza.
Venezia's pizza.
When you're watching this game in Arizona,
my God,
I mean, Kramer, how much are these Venezia guys paying them? I know the pizza's delicious, but my God, Colby.
I will say I won't. I'll
buy Colby one free slice of pizza.
I'll hold off on any commentary, as one of the schools my daughter has been accepted into is Arizona State. I don't think it's super high up on her list, but there is always a chance that Venezia's may. I might need to come calling with that favor.
Venezia's is awesome. Kramer, what are you doing?
I wanted Dillingham to be better in bowl games. They do have experience in this bowl game, so yeah, let's play Arizona State. We are an Arizona State program. We're not a Duke program. So Arizona State.
I think that's our first consensus play here on the Arizona Wild or Sun Devils here. Almost calling the Arizona Wildcats.
David Matola in the chat. He just choked on one of his jalapeno poppers at the Applebee's in Yuma. Right?
Hey, shout out to Kalshi. Maybe you are at the Applebee's in Yuma, or maybe you're in California. You can trade in Kalshi in 50 states. New traders get $20 in their account when they use our promo code SGPN. Terms and conditions apply, but available in all 50 states right now. Get in there, get in on the action. Great prices because you're trading against other sports fans who you might know more than. So good opportunity to like gobble up some fish.
Could be. There would be people chirping at me like they know better.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, maybe they could trade against me.
Yeah, I mean there was some people chirping early on in our bowl game episodes. It got pretty quiet once started cashing those locks left and right from last week's episode. Of course, get started today over at Kalshi. Use that promo code SGPN. We're also brought to you by Rhythm. The Rhythm is gonna bet you picks, props, sides, and totals. Rhythm has it all, and they just added a great new tool, the Parlay Optimizer. Very fun, very easy to use, and it's great because you can build your own models. Good for college basketball, obviously a ton of games, or also good for college football. Track your picks for a chance to win $1,000. You can fire up the Rhythm app for free, or if you want to go premium, use our promo code SGPN25. Get you 25% off. We'll be talking about this game later, the FCS championship.
Yes.
Illinois State, Montana State. The Redbirds have been on a crazy run. Rhythm likes that to continue. Illinois State plus 10.5. Build your own models or tail Rhythm. RITHMM, promo code SGPN25. RITHMM.
And we're back. All right, Colby. Moving along to what has to, I mean, we have to take a small pause before we talk about Michigan, Texas in the Citrus Bowl in beautiful Orlando, noon PM Pacific kick. Texas lane 7.5 minus 290 on the money line. Michigan plus 240. 48.5 is the total. We have to talk about this this hiring of. I'm guessing you're gonna like the hire for Michigan. Maybe not.
Michigan and Penn State. It actually kind of like worked out. Like they're both their searches were a disaster, but you know they got lucky, man, because essentially Utah had this coach in waiting, and I think the private equity deal pissed off Whittingham as well. So
yeah, why were they trying to run Whittingham out of town? That's something I didn't get.
These dumb schools keep doing this coach and waiting thing, and then they have a different athletic directors that doesn't have as good as a rapport as the previous one with Whittingham, and it was basically trying to say like, dude, we got to get this. We have the coach in waiting here, and it's like, how about you just never do a coach in waiting? Like this rarely works. The only one I can think of is Shire, where you knew like, and that was kind of like the year before, like having years of coach in waiting. Remember, Will Muschamp was supposed to take over for Mac Brown. It just never works out. And Utah, I think, looks like complete fucking idiots here because not only that, he's gonna be taking his OC from what I understand. And I imagined like, why piss off a guy that's been with the university since 1994?
No, it's
you know
crazy.
What I mean, like you're winningest coach in the history of the program. They should build him a fucking statue. And they went out of their way to piss him off. So like. It's Michigan got lucky though because they got a way better football coach than they had, or even like there was talk about Jed Fish. No disrespect to Jed Fish, but Kyle Whittingham is a much better coach. They literally hit like a fucking grand slam on the coaching front. Quite hilarious. But I do believe that private equity deal also pissed him off too. So he was kind of like, I'm out. Now he was supposed to coach Utah in the bowl game, and he canceled on that because he went to Michigan. So he's going to be, I think, on the sidelines for this game.
Oh, there you go. Nice little juice there.
I think there is. It's certainly. It appears to be a good hire from Michigan, but you also don't know if he's just the classic like dude who can build something up in a place that's a little bit weird, and he knows how to do his thing at that place. And I read something conflicting to what you said, Colby. I read something that it didn't seem like he was bringing a ton of his coaches with him, which is I guess we'll see how it shakes out.
I think is going to be Jay Hill, who is BYU's DC, but he used to be at Utah. Right.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a great. But this is the thing, though. He's had limited resources over the years. there. He has been given, this guy named Larry Ellison.
No, I understand.
People on the planet. He's going to be given access to I just think you give a coach with that much. I think his teams are always well prepared, super physical, and you give them a blank check. Watch out.
So all right. So who has 4 years from now? Who has more success, Penn State or Michigan?
Michigan.
Okay.
Matt Campbell. I look. I like to hire Matt Campbell, but he's still got to prove it to me in some of these big games. I know he was at a little bit of a handicap at Iowa State compared to some of the other talent, but
didn't they have a guy who couldn't show up in big games already with James Franklin?
No, wow.
They did.
I mean, come on.
They did. But hilarious shit though. I mean, how about the fact that Whittingham was Urban Meyer's DC at Utah. So to have an Urban Meyer guy now as the head coach of Michigan, it's pretty hilarious.
Yeah. See, I mean, I would also probably take Michigan. It does seem like they got super lucky with this one, but I also think it could go horribly wrong. I mean, I didn't read a ton on it, but it did seem like there was, there's not.
I think he's one of the most qualified coaches. To me, he's a top 5, top 10 coach in college football.
I'm just saying, what if the game had passed him by a little bit, and now
they were 10-2 this year. If they didn't have their quarterback injured for the Texas.
No, I agree. But what if there's a half decent reason as to why he got pushed out? That's all. And Michigan has just made this. Now I think he's going to be an upgrade just because Sherrone Moore was obviously not a good coach. I think in hindsight we can say that now.
When to come.
But anyway,
all I'm saying is BYU had started to surpass Utah, and I think a lot of that was financial. Now he's at Michigan, where finances will never be the problem.
Unlimited money.
Yeah.
I think 7.5 is a lot to lay for Texas. Colby, what are you doing?
Yeah, I'm with you too. Texas has been a phony team all year. I just don't think they're a very good team. And then Michigan with Whittingham slash Poggi.
Oh yeah,
we
buried the lead.
Yeah.
I mean, Biff Poggi in a bowl game. This is live on the money line. Give me Michigan all day. Kramer, what are you doing?
And most of their guys are playing ish, right? There are at least a decent chunk of the Michigan guys are playing. Correct.
Yeah, I saw the backup quarterback at the portal today, and CJ Baxter, the running back of Texas, is out. Same with their corner. And then for Michigan, they lose Barham, the linebacker, and offensive lineman, and then Derek Moore on the DN spot. I still think it'll be fine. I mean, they recruit at a high level. They pay at a high level, whatever you want to say.
And Will Muschamp coaching in this game?
Is he coaching in this game? I don't know. I didn't know.
I saw a note that said he was around. So maybe he'll be he'll just be hanging out. But I guess I'm with you guys. Give me Michigan.
All right, let's go.
No sleeves or no sleeves. It's Orlando. It is winter time, but will we get a sleeveless?
I love how they had a meeting.
They had a
meeting about his sleeves, but they didn't have one about Sherrone Moore. If you dug into the story, they didn't have one about him not talking to every other coach knew, right? And the athletic director says he didn't know. They never had a meeting about that. Even though
they had meetings, they just weren't documented.
It's pretty funny how that now that everything's come to light, that Michigan very clearly wanted to wait till the Ohio State.
I mean, if he beat Ohio State, all of a sudden we never hear this, right? I mean, it's a pretty simple formula.
What desperate cucks these Michigan fans are. I mean,
oh wow, right?
Just standing in the corner, wishing they were Ohio State, Nebraska, Utah. We're heading to Las Vegas for the Las Vegas Bowl now. Colby, this is a horrible logo. Maybe we can talk about it a little bit. I
actually enjoy the logo.
No, you don't.
If they were to play at Sam Boyd, but they play in this filthy fucking roller rink. I might as well play where that fucking giant eyeball is.
I was just at the roller rink.
The Sphere. I
fucking garbage ass fucking shit.
I would love to see a bowl game at the Sphere. That would be awesome. Actually.
I was just at the roller rink, aka Allegiant Stadium. There, it's a very nice stadium. I think actually you would enjoy it, Colby. Utah minus.
I fucking been.
Utah
right? It's trash. All right.
Utah minus 14.5, minus 700 on the money line. Nebraska plus 450. 51.5 is the total. So Matt Rule.
What is this number, by the way? I think the number. So everybody, I think everybody when they said Whittingham was going to retire and coach this Utah in their final game, this number like jumped up because everyone was like, they're not going to lose for Whittingham. Now he's gone. He's at Michigan, and the number stayed the same. I don't understand this. We got to hammer Nebraska. What are we talking about? I feel like half of the Vegas locals are from Nebraska. Yeah.
No, I mean, I in general, I like taking the big favorites, but to Colby's point, I mean, Matt Rule, you heard all his stuff where he's feeling a ton of heat. Why aren't you guys Indiana? Why aren't you turning the program around quicker? Whoa. And he's like, hey, we're doing good. We're turning things around. I think he feels a little heat. I don't know if winning the Las Vegas Bowl does anything to cool it down, but certainly couldn't hurt. I would be surprised if they lay a total egg here. And what's Utah's motivation here? I think without Whittingham, they should not be laying this many points.
What's the tone of that locker room too? Like, yeah. From what everything that I read said, like the Whittingham did not like the athletic director. They had issues, but the problem is that Whittingham was so loved amongst his players because he's a former player, right?
Yeah.
That you wonder now, like, what's this damage been? You know, like Nebraska's. This is a live Moneyline play, guys, right?
I think so. It's certainly a fun to put in like a DJ and parlay. Kramer, what are you doing?
Well, I think there is a chance that Utah, if a team is going to have the crowd, Utah would make a lot more sense than Nebraska. Now you will get the Husker fans that are going to make the trip of it and do the whole Vegas experience, which again, I made the comparison to the stadium feeling very Midwestern with how friendly although is Nebraska count as Midwestern? I feel like they're more just this void in the middle of the country. No,
yes, they are.
No, what I was going to say at the very
wait.
Hell, I even thought I was dead. But I found out it was just that I was in Nebraska.
The chat's asking about Dylan Raiola. He's in the portal, but he's been out for a while. They were going with the backup TJ Lateef. So
what I was gonna say is Matt Rule doesn't get the Penn State job. He then loses his quarterback, and like Sean says, he's being, I think a lot of coaches are probably pissed off at Kirk Cignetti by creating an unrealistic expectation for things.
It is annoying.
And so, I think, and then Colby laid out the case as to why there's volatility with Utah. I don't know any of that to be true, but if it is, and we can get this type of dog situation with a team that's not going to put forth maximum effort, holy shit, 100% we're taking Nebraska. And 100% we're going to cook up some Moneyline parlays.
Let's go.
Miami. Oh wait, now we're talking about games that. Oh wait. No.
The Invitational. Yeah.
I forgot. Games that don't actually matter. We still haven't gotten there yet. Oh wait, they do, because Miami somehow won a football game. How did that? What the heck? They're playing Ohio State, biggest spread in the second round. So that means we should talk about how the Miami shouldn't be here, which I think people would agree with. They're in Arlington, Texas at Jerry World, I assume. 4:30 p.m. on Wednesday. Ohio State laying 9.5 plus 280 on the money line for Miami. 40.5 is the total. I can't help but think that there were a couple games in the first round where whoever won that game was probably going to face a tough test in the second round. I think the A&M Miami game was one of them. Ohio State has looked the part for most of the season. It comes down to, do I really want to lay the points? Now, when it actually put to the test, Sean, at the window, at the Circa on Friday, this is the game I didn't get the paper ticket on yet. Because I wanted to hear what Colby had to say.
Oh,
wow. I can tell you this, Miami, the fact you keep getting these 2 weeks off, they didn't have to play in the ACC championship because they probably would have lost, because that was the very next week. And that's a problem for Cristobal teams, is week to week preparation. Now, when they get 2 weeks or the beginning of the year, they've actually fared out pretty well. So I'll take the points. I think Miami getting 2 weeks here it's unfortunately it's not at the real Cotton Bowl. It's at that bullshit. But I think that will to me, Ohio State has looked great, but you can also make a case like they haven't played great competition. I think Miami's D line can give Ohio State some problems. I really do. Ohio State's not a great rushing team this year. They're 62nd in the nation. So to pass the ball, which obviously they have amazing wideouts and a great quarterback, but Miami can get after it, man. So I think they can stay with this. Spread's a little too big. Ohio State still may win the game, but I'm saying like this line is pretty ridiculous here. And don't forget Cristobal. He did go into the horseshoe and catch him when he was with Oregon. So
I'm with Colby. I'll take Miami. I underestimated in that first game. I mean, to go in to College Station and basically blank that Texas A&M, I think was a huge credit to their defense. And I think the time off, rest versus rust. I would be surprised if Ohio State's offense gets cooking early. I think Miami's defense is going to be there, and I think they're going to be able to, as Colby mentioned, the D line against this Ohio State offensive line. If Ohio State's offense does get going early, yeah, maybe they cover this, but I think if anything, their offense, it's going to take a little bit to get cooking, if at all. So yeah, give me Miami and the 9.5 points. Kramer, I assume you're fading Miami.
I have to. I wasn't expecting that, although I should have known better. Colby does hate himself Ohio State. All right. So if I'm convincing myself of why I need to take Ohio State here, the answer of the question would be clearly one, Texas A&M's offense was like posed no threat. The receivers played like relative shit. The quarterback played like relative shit.
But you don't credit Miami's defense for anything.
I'm giving them some credit for it, but the ceiling for what we know Ohio State's offense to be is on a different level.
It's true.
And so starting there and then watching Miami's offense really just rely on Kadarius Toney's little brother to do everything. I have a feeling Ohio State will see that and we'll work some stuff out there. I still don't trust Carson Beck. I'm going to lay the big number.
Can I talk about this? Miami is the second best offense that statistically that Ohio State has faced. The only other one Ohio State faced that is better is Indiana, and they lost that game.
Yeah, I don't know. I watched that Miami team last week. I understand Texas A&M has a good defense, but
tough spot. Now it's on a neutral.
Yeah. Well, who do you think will have the crowd, Colby? Miami or Ohio State?
Ohio State.
Yeah. Michael Irvin will be ravenous on the sideline, though.
Barking like a dog. You go against my Canes, Ryan.
We got to get him on the show. I feel like he could be a fun interview. He seems to have moved past giving a fuck about anything. Oregon.
They don't have enough coke.
He's literally hanging out in a college campus.
Yeah.
Think about how dangerous that could be.
Sounds fun.
He's not working for
Michael Irvin.
Not working for any corporations to hold him back.
I saw him one time at. You remember that bar Dylan's on Hollywood and Vine?
Yes.
I saw him there once with like 5 25-year-old chicks.
Shit, snow bunnies.
Yeah.
Careful.
He's having a good old time. He was buying tequila shots. Seemed like a hell of a nice guy.
I don't mean to. Yeah, I'm not going to start any rumors here, but as you know, Sean, I did live in Colby too. I lived in a part of town that might be known for promiscuous men who like other promiscuous men. And I will say, Michael Irvin was spoken about like he was some sort of white whale.
Oh,
so
really?
I don't know if it's the nostrils or just the general energy, but
he's got a vibe.
Yeah, when I was getting 2 for $1 at the cantina on a Thursday night happy hour, which by the way, great place to get
wait, those are 2 for $1. You mean drinks, right?
Drinks, yeah, drinks. Yeah. Anyway, just some gals chatting it up over at the water cooler. Oregon laying 2.5 in Miami for the Orange Bowl against Texas Tech. -135 on the money line. Tech +115. 51.5 is the total. The money has continued to come in on Oregon. Obviously, we've been impressed with Texas Tech all season. They haven't played in a bit. Colby, why is everyone in love with Oregon here? It seems like it's been very one sided in this game. I'm scrambling to pull up the bet splits.
I just think last year's thing, the way they got beat down of that blowout. Remember that it was like 34-0 with like 5 minutes left in the second quarter. They're thinking it's revenge, even though JMU put up over 500 yards of offense against this pesky duck defense.
Why are they making us wake up at 9 a.m. on New Year's Day for this? Come on. Can't move.
That's where it pays to be on the other side of the coast. But,
come on.
Yeah, the country. Yeah.
New Year's Eve, and we're gonna set an alarm clock.
That is
to watch Texas Tech Oregon.
Foul play. I'm gonna take Texas Tech though, guys. I don't know who the hell will have the crowd here, but I just think look at what Oregon's did. Like I know they blew out JMU, but JMU still moved the ball better than I thought they would in Eugene, even in the first half, right? You look at they've kind of struggled against teams, with a decent offense. I know they got past USC, which I guess is a top 25 offense, but that was in Autzen. I think away from it, go back and look at the Indiana game, even though that game I guess was in Autzen too, but Indiana was able to really do things to that defense that I was surprised. And now you're playing the best offense you faced all year, the number 5 offense in the country. Texas Tech, lots of weeks to prep for this too. I like the Red Raiders, man. I think they're gonna win this thing outright.
Yeah, I'm with you. All over the Red Raiders. The offensive and defensive line of Texas Tech, like when they went in and won in Utah and brought some physicality, I was like, holy shit, this Texas Tech team is good. And I haven't seen anything that has changed me off that. They lost that one game with the backup quarterback in that weird spot. They've also been dominant ATS. They've lost one game ATS all season. I know because I was on it. But they're gonna take care of this. The physicality they're gonna bring to Oregon, I think, is gonna be a surprise to Oregon. So yeah, Texas Tech in the points, and obviously they're live on the money line. Kramer.
Yeah, I guess that was my initial kind of leading question was Oregon that impressive in the first playoff game, or does it not matter?
No. I mean, their offense actually looked really impressive, but their defense to me. I'm not talking about. See, I see the chat talking about the backups in the second. First off, I don't even know that many backups came in, and I'm talking about in the first half when no backups were in. JMU moved the ball. They just didn't capitalize. They had a field goal block. They kept settling for field goals. They went for a 4th down. They moved the ball with much better than I thought they would in the first half.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not one to do any sort of gardening here. I don't think that's the appropriate time. Of course, Colby's not in on this. Me, Sean, and CJ have a Texas Tech future that I'm not only gonna not go against and hedge it all. I'm gonna play Texas Tech. Seems pretty clear too. I guess this will be one where, I've had plenty of college football weekends like this where I'm like, well, I guess I don't know shit about college football, but I'll be pretty surprised if Oregon runs this one out. I'll be surprised if Oregon wins this game, but I'll definitely be surprised because I'm reading people talking about like this is going to be a game Oregon could win.
I'd
win
say
convincingly.
Like Dante Moore is the edge for Oregon, whereas Baron Morton, he gets injured if there's a sprinkle, he'll be out for the game. Because this is at Hard Rock, but to me, Morton's got to stay healthy. That's the one edge, like with Oregon, where I say, man, they're a lot better at quarterback than Texas Tech. But everywhere else, I'll take Texas Tech's chances.
Yeah, and I saw that they were. I didn't actually jot down the name, but I assumed it was the same dude who built or donated all the money. The former player played for Leach or whatever.
Tony Campbell.
I believe there was some sort of funded all expenses for a shitload of students. So. I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, this is a completely flavorless stadium, as Colby has told us many, many times. And by the way, I meant to bring this up earlier, but I don't know if you've.
Oh, congrats! Yeah, if you're watching YouTube, Colby was part of a magazine cover shoot. This is amazing.
I like this, right? The
death of American infrastructure. One man's crusade against corporate venues.
Oh my God!
Yeah, look, there's a sport that we created that we should play at these legendary places. I was trying to tell Kramer this online, like the benefit of Notre Dame still plays in the same stadium Newt Rockne coached at. That shit means something. All right. I know, page 36 of this fine publication, you'll see what I talk about that. The soulless stadiums out there. There's a pandemic going on in this country. Don't subscribe to the soulless bullshit.
I have heard that Colby is out. It's just being emotional, attacking people on social media, getting in arguments with everyone.
Wow.
That this explains it. The wife and kid are out of the country.
This is why this is why it's the worst generation in the history of planet Earth. You have like bowl opt outs. You're letting your son do that, right? Ridiculous. It should never happen, right?
You're letting your son opt out of bowl.
You should never do that. You should be calling him. We got to talk. Right. And then B, the fact that the masses they think that they think these places are good stadiums, right? They think like, look, you see how new Lucas Oil is brand new. You see that have you seen their DJ?
I just love how he's holding a piece of it.
Their waiters.
Best Orange Julius in the NFL.
It's not supposed to be like that. All right. It's not supposed to be a movie theater experience.
Watching sports is supposed to be uncomfortable. Nothing fun about it.
You're supposed to be standing up the whole fucking time.
Yeah.
All right. You're supposed to be standing up the whole time, being a fan.
I wish we had.
Imagine you were at the Rose Bowl and this guy was yelling at you.
I wish we
You're
had.
supposed to be a fan. Oh, speaking of, perfect transition to the next game.
I wish we had like third person video of Colby. At the Rose Bowl, just to play on demand.
No.
Just a small clip. Just a small clip. We don't even need the audio. I got a little audio would be nice. It's kind of like the man who's standing up, speaking out against the crowd or whatever. When the whole crowd cheered when he got ejected from the game. It was one of these moments.
Wait. There was no whole crowd. So don't right there. You're starting off with a lie.
No, I'm saying both sides. Both sides.
Right? Okay.
LSU and UCLA fans joined together in cheering your banishment from the Rose Bowl.
Well, LSU fans should. That's called being a fan. I was talking shit about them all day. UCLA fans were pathetic, right?
This is true. Just like Alabama and their T-Mobile store renovation coach, very much. That last game, as soon as the Alabama Oklahoma, even before it actually got played, I was like, I'm fading this team next round. Now we're at the Rose Bowl, 1 p.m. on the West Coast on Thursday. Bama's catching 7.5. Wow, this number has moved. Plus 210 on the money line. 47.5 is the total. I laid the 6.5 on Friday. Locked in a nice good number there, Sean. I found Alabama to be very fortunate in that game. I didn't find Oklahoma to be a very good team, and I thought they very much so. The moment was too big for them.
Why do you think this crossed 7? Because we broke this game
sharps
down.
like me are betting on Indiana.
Well, we broke this game down on VSiN. It was 6.5. It takes a lot usually to move for a big game like this to move from 6.5 to 7.5. Colby, any thoughts on any information we may have missed or something that came out? This is just all betting action related, moving the number through 7. Maybe
Omar Cooper is going to play. Their wideout, who's really good for Indiana. He's going to play. I guess that was in doubt. I guess a little bit. Maybe. I don't know that to be exactly the case, but that's my first thought. But DeBoer as a dog is pretty fucking fire in his career. Just in general as a dog, like. I go back to Fresno, go back to wherever the stop is. He's been very good as a dog, and that includes when he was an OC. So I think the play is definitely taking the points, but I do think Indiana, like Alabama, can't run the ball. I've said this the whole season. They're kind of a bitch team. They play like bitch ball. Indiana's run defense is awesome. It's one of the best.
Yeah.
So. I don't even think they're going to have to blitz. So it's going to, I don't know how Alabama does it, but I just think DeBoer as a dog can stay in this fucking game enough just with the athletes at wideout, I guess. But yeah, I think it's just a little too many points. I think Indiana probably wins the game, but give me more than a touchdown. Give me the tide.
Feels like he's getting cute there.
Yeah.
Now we know why he picked the 7.5. Cause I had to double check this. Cause I was like, man, that is a big move. There are 7s out there.
Okay,
but the 7.5,
the same one that I got all the shit from.
No,
so.
I understand. I'm going to explain. I think that if you're playing the 7.5, which the blue book has, you're getting them plus 105. Now, but we see why Colby chose the 7.5 to help his position.
I didn't see another option.
Doesn't bother me at all. But
I'm laying the 7.5 with Indiana.
Which, by the way, Sean,
they're the best team in college football. I know because get DMs from Indiana fans. They've already won the championship, playing the parade. There's no stopping this team.
Well, and don't get me wrong. By me laying it with Indiana, that doesn't suggest that I like people from Indiana. I'll lay it with Indiana, and if they don't cover, I hope they lose outright. That would be sweet justice.
It's supposed to rain too, which I actually think that's very bad for Alabama.
It's horrible.
You never know. But you never know if that's LA though. LA when they say it's supposed to rain, for 15 minutes at 8 a.m. You know,
no, Colby, we had a 24-hour period last week where we received almost 10 inches of rain. We had an atmospheric river. Cox. I don't know if we're having that level of rain.
If you're telling me it's really pouring down all day, I think I might Benedict it because Alabama can't run the ball. Yeah,
Colby,
they need it to be somewhat clear.
I'll say this, as you know, I'm not a weather person, but there is an expectation that LA is going to get hit with rain again this week. Thursday would be the most likely day that the rain is heavy. And so I think it's going to be real rain.
All right. Colby's on Colby's on Alabama for now. Kramer and I are in Indiana.
I think he's Benedicted.
No, actually, if you rain all day, you're sure.
I'm pretty sure it's going to rain all day.
We got a live Benedict.
All right. Give me Indiana. Then.
Just based on the weather.
Dude, they're a one-dimensional team. You had to be able to pass the ball. They're not going to be able to just man up and run on the line of scrimmage.
And Bowers, he's big into the glitz and the glamour, the beautiful office he created there. He's going to be distracted by Los Angeles. All right, next up. I'm kind of with Sean. I think the order of the games is pretty intriguing to me. The primetime game, 5 p.m. on the West Coast, Ole Miss and Georgia. We're in Nolens for the Sugar Bowl. I think they're okay. SEC on SEC. We think that's going to do the best numbers. I don't know.
It's the only way they win these matchups.
Yeah, that's right? How the SEC gets all their wins.
2-4 right now. They're 2-4, and one of their wins was against an SEC foe, and the other one was a rematch against Tulane, an old SEC foe. So
it's not been a great start for SEC, but they're going to get one of these teams through to the quarterfinals, or I'm sorry, the semifinals. Colby, Georgia laying 6.5 here, minus 225 on the money line. Ole Miss plus 190, 56.5 is the total.
Lay it.
Yeah, right. I this is another paper ticket. So officially, I took Texas Tech on the money line. I took Indiana laying the 6.5, and I took Georgia laying the 6.5. And this is one where, again, you read the discourse of sharp, gambling social media, or X in my case, and it's like a lot of people seem to be gravitating to Ole Miss for some reason. And I think when I watched the first round of the college football playoff, it seemed pretty clear that for the most part, I was like, aren't we just going to get the top 4 seeds advancing here? None of these teams necessarily stood out to me. I mean, Ole Miss played well, but it's the exact kind of narrative where they pop their head up for a game and then competition gets tougher and the replacement coaching staff doesn't get it done, et cetera, et cetera.
I think that's what you highlight is can Pete Golding manage a game like this? Now he looked good against Tulane, but that's Tulane,
Yeah.
Now you get Kirby Smart this much time to prep for one game.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and I'm sure he was prepping for Ole Miss even before they beat Tulane. He's probably had 5 weeks to prepare for this replacement Ole Miss offense. Their defense is not quite as strong as previous years, but still pretty damn good. So I'll take Georgia laying the 6.5. Colby, you're laying it as well.
Yeah, you got it. I mean, you don't know where. Okay, Ole Miss looked all right against Tulane. Tulane also left some shit out there that I thought like they moved the ball, like the first drive, like, don't get me wrong. Ole Miss was a way better team. They made the plays, but it didn't give me, they didn't like completely lock them down to the point where I was like, hey man, Georgia better watch out for this Ole Miss team. So no, Georgia rolls.
And a little bit of a team that's returning to the scene of the crime. This is where Georgia got thumped by Notre Dame last year. So yeah, I'm on this. Well, I guess we'll talk about it later for the lock segment, but this feels like one where we're gonna look back and be like, "Yeah, that was easy." I'm too confident. January 2nd, aka Friday, we'll be in Vegas, Sean. Sports Gambling Podcast Live, 10 p.m. East Coast on Sirius.
10 a.m. Oh,
our show's not.
Our show's 10.
Our show's at 10 p.m. I was plugging our show.
Oh, okay.
And I know you don't like free plugs. We'll move on. Rice, Texas State, Fort Worth, Texas. Texas State laying 14.5, minus 750 on the money line. Rice plus 475, 57.5 is the total. Sean, do you remember when bowl games were all played on New Year's Day? What? These bowls are lost. Just put them down. They're like they're like an old bison who's left the herd, been kicked out of the herd. You just got to put him down before he hurts someone.
Yeah, what are you doing over here, January 2nd, Texas State and Rice? Go back with the pack.
Yeah, college basketball is going. What are we doing here? There's literally wait. So they're only playing playoff games on New Year's Day. The tradition is gone. College football is over.
Colby,
what are we
Colby's
doing?
new age college football. I'm laying it with Texas State. At number this big, you got to lay the points. Colby, what are you doing?
This is a funny cap because Texas State's rush defense is fucking terrible. Rice runs the shit out of the ball, right? The top 15 rushing offense. They run the option, but Rice's pass defense awful, 112th, and Texas State is a very good passing team. So something's got to give here. But give me, come on, 2 touchdowns to the option team. They're going to bleed the clock. Give me Rice to stay within this number.
No way.
I have a note here.
Colby always takes the.
I have a note here that says whatever Colby says about Rice, don't listen.
It's a trap. It's a trap.
This we locked up the over this year 1. Scotty Abel coming in. That's a hard fucking job.
Does this sound like an unbiased handicap?
Yeah.
Hard job. So now buckle up because the next 3-4 years are going to be fucking fun to watch. Let's go.
Real quick. How many college football teams are there in the land, Colby?
136 in the FBS.
136. Rice is 130 out of 136 net EPA per play.
Oh no.
So they're also, Sean, they somehow made a bowl game winning only 5 games. They went 2-6 in conference.
How is that?
What are we doing, Colby? No,
I thought you had to win 6 games to get a bowl.
Absolutely. No, they can do whatever they want. The Bulls can do whatever they want. When are people going to realize this? The Bulls are the politicians. The politicians are the Bulls. No one wins. Everyone should hate them. Navy. I'm on Texas State laying 14.5. For those who can't listen to the fucking show and realize who I'm picking. Navy laying 7.5. Against Cincinnati in Memphis, Tennessee at the beautiful Liberty Bowl. Minus 280 for the favorites. Cincinnati plus 230. 54.5 is the total. That's a nice looking Bearcat, Colby. We were talking about how big cats could really fuck you up. Well, imagine, a Bearcat. My God, it's so little and cute, and then it'll just rip your face off.
Yeah, no, they're feisty animals. But this is the Liberty Bowl, guys. This is a real bowl game, right? And old AAC foes been playing since 1940. You gotta love all this shit, guys. Let me paint this picture for you a little bit. All right, Brian Newberry's done a great job at Navy. Brandon Sorsby, the starting quarterback for Cincinnati, has opted out. He's hitting the transfer portal. Which, 7.5 is a big fucking number for laying it for Navy here. I think you got to take the points. I think you got to take the points here at the Liberty Bowl here. I think Navy wins, but by 6, by 7, by 2, by 3.
Yeah, I don't know. Service academies are so good in bowl games. Give me Navy all day.
Like what is this? Colby's fading the triple. He's taking Rice and then fading.
You don't lay
Navy?
more than a touchdown with the triple option teams. This is my unless you got 95 Nebraska with Tommy Frazier. Or some shit,
just Army just destroyed UConn.
Sean, what are you supposed to do?
UConn's whole team had quit, dude. The whole damn team was gone.
Cincinnati's going to quit when they see the Navy running down their throats.
In bowl games, we follow the steam. I should have mentioned it, but Texas State opened 9.5, now 14.5. Cincinnati opened a 1 point favorite, now a 7 point dog. What do? We follow the steam. Navy. Good luck, Colby, being on the wrong side there. Also laying 7.5. That's the side you're supposed to be on.
All right. Hey, let's talk a little Underdog Fantasy. Of course, Underdog Fantasy. Promo code SGPN. Play $5, get $75 in bonus funds when you use the promo code SGPN. Underdog Pick'em. So fun to get in. You can win up to 5,000 extra money. Highly recommend it. Great way to get in on the action. Underdog Fantasy. Promo code SGPN. Colby, you have any Underdog Pick'em you like for some of these? What are we doing?
Let's go to I think Dante Moore will be able to throw for more than 228.5 pass yards against Texas Tech. No.
Okay.
So we'll go higher.
So we're going to take higher on Dante Moore on 228.5 with the Oregon Ducks. And I'll also take the higher on Julian Sayin at 239.5 passing yards with Ohio State.
Ooh. Okay.
And let's add a third one in there.
Whoa.
Right?
Wow.
Whoa.
All right.
Let's take the Mark Fletcher, the absolute dog running back for Miami.
Dog.
He's gonna run for more than 54 yards. Against Ohio State. So let's add that to the card too.
I like that. So we got Mark Fletcher higher, 54.5 rushing yards. Julian Sayin higher, 239.5 pass yards. Dante Moore higher, 228.5 pass yards. And I got a 50% profit boost kicking around. So that means, well, if you want to do a $10 entry, that would return you $83.60. Underdog Fantasy, promo code SGPN. And we're also brought to you by Novig. Use that promo code SGPN. Get in on the action. Novig available in a bunch of states. And it's a great price. It's America's #1 sports prediction market. Use our promo code SGPN. Spend $5, get $50. That's Novig, Novig. Who wants Vig? Not me. Novig. Promo code SGPN. Download the app if it's available in your state and get set up today. Promo code SGPN.
All right. Excuse me. All right. Listen, I
Kramer, it sounded like a dad. You woke your dad up off the couch. What's going on?
I did return. I was straight from Vegas, right from the.
Well, I don't have rain man cold.
Similar situation. I was taking a nap in the car ride home. There was some audio issues. I get woken up by the wife. Sean's texting me that the. So yeah, I'm again coming right from Vegas. Mississippi State. Wake Forest for the Dukes Mayo Bowl. We'll give the Duke Mayo Bowl people credit because they at least revolutionized bowls by showing people they could incorporate the product into the bowl celebration. I love how the most obvious shit happens and then everyone's following behind. I mean, the Pop-Tarts Bowl going above and beyond. It's like, yeah, no shit. You want to dump fucking beans on people with the Bush's baked beans. They couldn't even secure the dog who had the secret recipe.
It's becoming like one of those shows on Nickelodeon back in the 90s.
Slime.
But it's like all that happened was like, some executives like, my God, those Duke's Mayo people went viral.
The social media clicks.
All we got to do is dump our shit on. So Mississippi State's laying 3.5 here, plus 130 for Wake. 53.5 is the total. Who's dumping the Mayo, Colby? In Charlotte, by the way. Are you going to this?
No. These bowl games, they try hard. Remember the LA Bulls offered me like they were like going to send me a limo, and I was like, no, please.
Gronk, give you a firm handshake.
So wait, you're telling me you've turned down a limo from the Duke's Mayo people?
Well, no, I would take the Duke's Mayo one because at least the stadium's serviceable.
Okay.
But no, dude, there's a bunch of great college basketball games on.
Oh wow.
I'm not super excited about Mississippi State, Wake Forest. All right,
Fair.
Mississippi State's
Fair.
another 5-7 team. You're shitting on Rice. All right, at least Rice got their academics. All right, Mississippi State's 5-7. They get the pass. I don't even understand how they're favored too. I guess because of that, like the whole like we shouldn't be here.
Yeah.
Give me Wake Forest. The Wake Forest's pass defense been very good all year. Jake Dicker did a great job of that defense. It's gonna look if it's anything like it was today, it's gonna be cold. I'll take they'll have the crowd a little bit maybe.
Wake?
Boys from Starkville. Our boys from Starkville going to Charlotte.
Oh yeah, they love Mayo. Come on, this is it's one of the principal food groups in Mississippi is Mayo. So Mississippi State, this Mississippi State team, they've had some tough losses, but I think they get up for this game. Give me Mississippi State laying the 3.5. They were pretty good against the number ATS this season. I think that continues in the bowl. Kramer, what are you doing?
Give me Wake.
Oh, you're gonna regret that.
Possibly. I was taking a last minute look to see if there was been any steam in this game. Not really. All right, moving. Just Mayo. Yeah, you don't want steamed Mayo. That's pretty nasty.
Where are you at with Miracle Whip?
Oh, I have a quick 30-second story. In college, apartment, first year living off campus, and it's like, okay, we're gonna share grocery duties, and so I'll go to the store, and there are certain items you share with the whole house, and we ran out of Mayo, and I lived with this dude named Brandon, and Brandon went to the store, and Brandon came back with Miracle Whip. I still at this point I don't see a problem with it. I have no idea what this stuff is, but I'm told it's just like Mayo. So I make a nice, delicious turkey sandwich, and holy shit, it is not like Mayo.
Really?
If you maybe take a jar of sugar and dump it into Mayo, it is disgusting.
Well, like
it is
start,
disgusting. It is disgusting. I mean,
we need a Miracle Whip bowl game.
Yeah, just nothing good about it.
I prefer no Miracle Whip unless I mean it's not gonna stop me from eating the sandwich if it's already on there, but I'm not. I would never add it. You know,
I'd rather have a dry sandwich than
I agree.
If Miracle Whip's the only option, like give me a bone dry sandwich. That's fine. That's fine.
I don't mind Miracle Whip.
Sean's a Miracle Whip guy.
Yeah, come on. That's less calories. Come on, it's a healthier alternative.
Calories.
Yeah, than Mayo.
What are you, one of these men who likes to be promiscuous with other men?
Okay. No, I don't want to load up on calories.
Oh, that's the best part about Mayo.
Miracle Whip's not bad.
No, this is Sean.
I couldn't imagine having.
It's rare you have a bad take, but
all right, we're gonna do a blind taste test between Miracle Whip and Mayo.
Sean, you can totally taste the difference.
You won't be able to.
No, Colby, he's not familiar with Miracle Whip. That's what he's showing us right now.
I did the Pepsi challenge when it came to the beers.
Yeah,
right, with Bud Light, Miller Light, Coors Light, and I nailed it. Now, Pepsi Coke, I don't know that one might be hard for me, but I feel like I could nail the Miracle Whip shit too. Like, give me that. Give me the beer test. I can knock this out. The
Colby, it's a different food. It's not mayonnaise. It's Miracle Whip. It does.
It's tangy or something. It's like there's a different element to it.
Anyone who thinks that you could fool someone on a blind taste test with Mayo versus Miracle Whip has clearly never had Miracle Whip. That's the only way I can explain it. All right, let's stay on the same day, Friday, and for some reason we're going to compete with bowl games. We couldn't even plan out the TV schedule, guys. 5 p.m. on the West. Is this real?
That
they play at the same time? What,
dude? They've always done that. Like one channel's like, we're going to do our bowl games. The other channel's doing theirs.
This is so dumb. 5 p.m. on the West Coast. We're in San Diego for Arizona and SMU in the Trust and Will Holiday Bowl. -2.5 for the Wildcats of Arizona. -140 on the money line. SMU +120. 52.5 is the total. I don't know why, but it feels like the Arizona logo used it feels a little racist. I don't know if it's just the style of cartoon or
against white cartoons.
Yeah, So this is a tradition.
Cats?
This is a traditional game where no one goes to this game.
What about the horse that's roided? Right?
Oh, that's beautiful.
That's not racist. Some blue horse.
That's not roids. That is some sort of like meth situation there. That's, I mean, that could have been a horse fighting in the in an army in like the 1940s, getting a little of that pre-workout, pre-battle meth, and then going right into the. Look at the eyeballs on that thing. It's grinding its teeth. You know what they say? That's the easiest way to spot a junkie. Sitting there grinding their teeth. This horse is grinding them. He's ready to kick. I mean, I just watched a video, Colby. I almost should send it to you of a giraffe. An alligator tried to go after a giraffe, and the adult giraffe comes over and just stomps the shit out of it. Oh my God! Like that. I mean, maybe it's a crocodile. Team
called the giraffes. That's like there's just so many animals we haven't. I know we have our Python shirt available in the merch store, but it's really lame. Once again, back to our society. You know, there's just everyone's the Tigers, everyone's the Panthers, everyone's just.
No ligers. What's up?
How come not a team name called the Mice? We were talking about that on the college experience.
Because they're
that's kind of a bit. Yeah, I wouldn't want to be the mice. I could see that one. I can understand that.
There's a bunch of other animals that are borderline mice. You know what I mean? So
borderline mice.
You got you just got to pick a ferocious version of a mouse. The field mice.
What are we doing in this game, Colby?
Not watching it.
I'm going to take SMU and I will watch it. Both teams, Arizona's been the team that's red hot, but I a lot of times you get that month off. I think that hurts you. And SMU is a team that I still believe like they're happy to be to the party. And I think like there might even be like, this still could be like, hey, we want more bowl wins. It's been a while since we've gotten the program up to this pedestal. So I still think there's a little more to play for there. Not many opt-outs in this game, which is fantastic. I don't see any, at least the last time I checked. But give me the Mustangs to get it at home, or not at home in San Diego. Let's go at the Snapper.
All right. Yeah, I'm with you, Colby. I don't have a strong take on this, but I'll ride you with the Stangs getting the 2.5.
Money's coming on Arizona for what it's worth.
Okay.
Yeah. That's the number open.
Well, let's be honest. Like Arizona is a team that was 9-3. And if you look at what has happened in this year, they lost at Iowa State back in like September. Right. But other than that, they had no business losing to BYU. They were up the whole game. BYU recovers a fumble. It was almost like the Dave Casper play with the Oakland Raiders back in the day. Right. Like the ball went forward on a 4th and 5 and they recovered it. So that like BYU lucked up to a win in overtime against Arizona. And then their other loss was by 3 to Houston. So it's like Arizona's pretty damn close to being a playoff team, but they were super hot to end the season. I hate that month off for all those teams that are playing at a really like a high level there. And then, oh, guess what? You're not playing for a month.
Yeah. I think I'm with you. Kramer, what are you doing?
Give me Arizona.
Okay.
And also worth noting, I don't know. I think it's possible that SMU is disappointed by the season. You know, I think the idea that they're gonna certainly be up for this one. I don't know if I fully agree with
that.
No
opt-outs. That tells me something.
And it's the San Diego Bowl. But the kind of person that is going to SMU or a booster at SMU does not want to go to San Diego. They find California to be disgusting. All right, so that's now we're talking about fake football. 1 p.m. on
Colby. What is this?
This fucking country ass fucked up.
On Sunday.
This is the Stag Bowl.
Wait,
baby.
hold on.
Yeah,
this is 1 p.m. on Sunday.
You're goddamn right. We got real football fun.
Guys, right? it's week 18 of the National Football League. What are you doing? You could play this at any other time that isn't during the National
Football League. Hasn't been relevant since the Canton Bulldogs left. Okay. All right. And this is in Canton, Ohio. All right. North Central, who's been playing football for a long time, long before your little pesky little National Football League. All right. This is a great matchup here. Wisconsin River Falls has been a shit program for the past 30 years. They're breaking through the past couple years. They get all the way to the national championship. They upset Johns Hopkins to get there. North Central, obviously, kind of a blue blood here. this is a fire game. Come on, guys. Stag Bowl. What are you doing? This is the best game. This is one of the best games we're talking about tonight.
I've never heard of either one of these teams.
Yeah, we're not going to have this on
Colby?
the screen, Colby.
Well, I mean, think about your life. Central's a wagon. It's been a good story for Wisconsin River Falls to get there, and this is a border battle, to quote Patty C. But I think Central's just an absolute wagon. The Mountain Union is like the team to beat historically in D3. Central's right there, though. So they've been used to big games like this. So I'm going to take Central and lay that 13.
I'll take Central. No idea why. Kramer,
how many people do you think can fit in Raymer Field, where the Wisconsin River Falls team plays their home games?
2,000.
3,200. They recently set that record on this playoff run. So I'm looking at pictures. It's a high school field. I mean, it's got the track around the.
It's a college.
It's got the track.
This isn't a high school game.
It's got the track around the outside, Sean. There's even a little fence with a gate. So why you like Central?
I do.
Give me Wisconsin River Falls. Yeah. I've fallen in love with this program already. I mean, it looks like some local people from the neighborhood are walking around the track here.
So old people get their steps in.
Yeah, 10,000 steps a day, guys. Come on.
Colby will. Colby's gonna be. I was gonna say Colby's gonna end up being a mall walker, but he hates malls so much. He's gonna be walking around getting his steps in at the stadium in Canton, Ohio.
While the walk is very important for the dogs, it's also important for Colby. Montana State, Illinois State. Now we're on to Monday, 4:30 p.m. Which this is smart, Sean. There's not a Monday night NFL game this week.
This is a good time to play this.
This is great scheduling by the FCS here. We have Montana State and Illinois State. As I was saying, Montana State laying 10.5 in Nashville. That's where this is being played per Colby. -425 on the money line. Illinois State +330. Wow, we even have money lines for this one. So all right, we like the D. So I like how they call it the D1 football championship. That is very strong as well. I'm going to give because they are the football championship This is how much football has bent over for the bowls. Division 1A, the top dogs, they're called the bowl subdivision. FCS, meanwhile, they call their championship the football championship because they're the football championship subdivision.
They're the heartbeat of the sport of football.
It's so much better. It's the better name. They got the better name. Unfortunately, they don't have the better teams. Colby, are you laying the points with Montana State here?
No, Illinois State. I've been riding this team on the road all fucking year. Tommy Rittenhouse, he's been doing it. 5 interceptions, no problem. And did you see they just got a big donation to their football program too with this run. So let's continue this momentum. Redbird Mania. Fuck a Beetle Mania. Redbird Mania is the real thing happening. And thank God they're not playing at Frisco, Texas at that filthy MLS stadium. Now they're going to Vanderbilt Stadium, legendary stadium. They're getting their shit together in the FCS. Illinois State stays within that number. Montana State. Actually, we should sprinkle the money line just because Illinois State's been such a crazy story winning all the road games. What's one more? No,
they've been on an incredible run. I feel dumb the times I faded them. Give me Illinois State +10.5 and Montana State coming off a huge win, a playoff win against Montana. In some ways, that was their championship game.
Yeah. I mean, that's the biggest game in the history of the state.
Illinois State. I mean, maybe worry a little bit all this time off that the momentum cools off a little bit, but 10.5 points is way too much. Illinois State all day. Kramer.
The $2.5 million gift they received that you're referring to, Colby, was gifted by they're saying it's anonymous, but they're also saying a former quarterback. And so the list can't be very long. Was there any Colby? Did any Illinois State Redbirds play in the NFL? Luke Drone.
Quarterbacks. I was about to say like quarterbacks. I mean, I know they had some players. Did Tommy Rittenhouse submit this money himself?
It's just interesting to say it's anonymous and then say it's an anonymous.
You think? I mean, is there any way that Tony Romo would support the rival because it's such a great story. Them winning on the road. He was at Eastern Illinois.
Colby, it says the quote was directly a commitment of $2.5 million from an anonymous former Redbird football quarterback. So like specifically,
someone that just got wealthy doing something else.
Yeah, it's probably some tech billionaire who played a couple snaps at quarterback.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, good call.
They didn't say professional quarterback. He said he played quarterback at Illinois State. Then he probably got an internship at his dad's hedge fund. Took over some small businesses, crushed them, made a lot of money, felt guilty, so he gave it back to Illinois State.
I should note that could they all be fucked up? Because there was a defensive back from Illinois State that did play in the NFL for 1 year, and his name was Jeff George. Is there a chance that they just assumed it was Jeff George the quarterback, right? And it's Jeff George the defensive back who played in the NFL for 1 year?
Oh, maybe.
I like this story better.
Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, pretty interesting stuff. Yeah, I'm with you. Cinderella stories are fun.
All right, let's close it out with 3 locks and a dog. Brought to you by Kalshi. Sign up over at Kalshi. Promo code SGPN. Trade in all 50 states. $20 coming your way for new traders when you use our promo code SGPN. That's Kalshi. KALSHI. Colby, what do you got?
Let's lock up Arizona State with more than a field goal. All right.
Arizona,
Iowa. Yeah,
Arizona State
Iowa.
plus 3.5. Okay.
Iowa, I like as well. Plus
Iowa plus 5.5.
Then let's go to the likes. I think the Miami Hurricanes are getting too many points, so give me Miami.
No, that's gotta feel disgusting.
The third lock.
You got Cristobal. You're gonna get Cristobal.
The dog is Illinois State, man. I like a parlay of Illinois State with Nebraska, Sean.
Oh yes. Love it. Let's go. Right. I guess we'll do a tease. What's your tease?
Wow. The people were not happy. I told you this would happen.
Got 0 feedback.
Well, they're not going to tell you that.
What?
They tell me that.
Plus 8.5.
Oh, great tease.
That is a good tease.
Great tease.
Michigan plus 13.5.
Okay.
USC basically had a pick. Right?
All right.
Minus 0.5. Yeah.
Probably not appropriate to tease Michigan right now in light of the recent situation.
All right. For me, give me Illinois State plus 10.5 as a lock. Good spot for them there. Another lock. I mean, Michigan seems 7.5 is crazy.
He had a butter knife.
Who did? Oh, Sharon Moore.
What the hell?
That was very odd.
Okay, not very sharp. Like the metaphor is right
literally
there.
Not very sharp. I'll take.
What if that's supposed to be like super painful? Right? Maybe that's the angle. He's like, you're gonna do this to me. I will do this to myself, and it will take all night.
I'll take Texas Tech plus 2.5. Indiana, best team in the country, lay the 7.5. Lock it up for the money line. Moneyline dog. I think Miami shocks the world. Give me Miami on the money line. That is plus 280. Nice little juicy plus 280 on the money line. I also do like Nebraska on the money line, as Colby mentioned, part of our tease. For our tease, give me SMU plus 8.5. Give me Texas Tech plus 8.5, and then give me Georgia down to a pick or minus 0.5 there on the tease. Kramer, what do you got?
Good call, Colby, on the donation, because there is a rich guy. They've donated other things to the school. Barnett Family Field. Danny Barnett apparently played quarterback from 92 to 94. And he has donated. He has a history of significant donations to the program in the past. So it looks like he got wealthy working at IBM or something. So Sean was
Danny Barnett.
Sean was very right. This guy was probably just know, paying his way out of the team, and then bing bang boom. All right, for me, I'll do the audience a favor and keep the locks to the games they're going to watch. Georgia minus 6.5. Lock that up. Lock number 2, Indiana. I of course got 6.5. Lay it however you feel it, however high up you need to go. That's fine with me. Lock number 3, Texas Tech plus the 2.5. Dog. I think the Nebraska dog angle is very sharp. Plus 450 on the standalone. And for my tees, it's bowl season, so what could possibly go wrong here? Give me USC pick, Vandy or USC -0.5, Vandy +0.5, and give me can't tease the North Central game, so I'll go Navy -1.5.
Okay, and we all like Iowa State, Nebraska Moneyline parlay.
No, not Iowa State, Iowa.
What did I? Or sorry, Illinois State, Nebraska Moneyline parlay.
Okay. Yes, I like that one.
I like that.
Let's go.
I would also suggest. I mean, the Nebraska with. I mean, isn't Michigan, Texas kind of a similar situation there?
Yeah, I like Michigan there. I think they're live.
So we want to do a round robin: Iowa State, Nebraska, Michigan.
I like it.
Yeah, and just in case people can't get down on the FCS championship game money line, now they have a money line parlay they can get down on.
Okay, like that.
We'll call it the loser Big Ten plus awesome story from Illinois State parlay.
All right. Appreciate everyone tuning in as always, answering all your questions and comments over on Spotify. While you're there, toss us 5 stars, almost up to 2,000 5-star reviews on Spotify. Appreciate you guys smashing that subscribe button. Good times as always. If you're looking for daily college basketball and football, check out the college experience with Pick Dundee. And of course, as always,
thank you for participating in the Sports Gambling Podcast.
For the Sports Gambling Podcast, I'm Sean, second the Money Green. He's Ryan.
Everyone enjoy the college football playoff, but not the bowl games.
Kramer, let it ride.